In previous video, we have studied character and string data type. And now in this video, we are going to explore the complex number data type. So without wasting time, let's get started. So here we have written complex number, CLC clear all. Basically, complex numbers are an extension to the regular numbers, and we all are familiar with this. In MATLAB, complex numbers are used in many fields, including engineering, physics, and applied mathematics, to solve equations that do not have real number solutions. Now, in MATLAB, complex numbers are stored as pair of double precision floating point numbers. One represents the real part and the another represents the imaginary part. Each part carries the precision and storage characteristics of a typical double precision numbers. Now let me show you how to create complex numbers in MATLAB. Just simply write 6 plus 7i and there we go. Just run this thing. This is the our variable and here you can see the class of the variable is double and complex. This indicates double precision floating point and this indicates it is a complex number. And when you open this, you will find like this. So this is how a complex number is stored in a single cell. With this, there is also an alternative way by which you can store the complex number. For that, you need to write your variable. For example, like this, z1 is our new complex number, and for that the command is complex. Into the bracket, the first one is real part and the second one is imaginary part. And once you run this thing, this is our new complex number variable. And here also you can verify it. Class is double and it is a complex number. The complex number supports all standard arithmetic operations. Now let's see here how you can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. All the four basic arithmetic operations. So these are our two variables z1 and z2 and we are going to do addition, subtraction, multiplication and division with z1 and z2. For time being, we'll comment it also, right? And now let's run. So here we have the answer of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And all are complex numbers. When you are dealing with complex number, there are certain things that you need to keep in your mind. Let me show you one common issue which arises when you are extracting part of complex numbers. Many times this happens that user might forget that both real and imaginary functions are needed to get the respective part of complex numbers. Now if we talk about the performance consideration and memory utilization of complex number, then this is really interesting. Complex numbers generally requires twice as much memory as of regular double precision numbers because they stores both real and imaginary part, and because of this the operation may also be more computationally intensive. Let me show you this difference. Now for time being, let's comment it and let me create a variable like this z, right? So here we have z. Now I'm going to create z1 which is equal to 6. Now we want to see the size, right? So we'll right click here and we'll check the bytes. Let's suppress it a bit, right? So that we can see here the size. And now let's run this section. So here you can see this z1 is a real number and this z is a complex number. So the difference you can see here, z1 requires 8 byte of data whereas z requires 16 byte of data. So which is twice as much as of regular double precision number. So after this, let's see one of the practical use case of complex number. I think if you are watching this video and if you are associated with any of the engineering branch, you are definitely aware with what is the application of complex number. But still, let me show you one of the practical use case of complex number, and that is in signal processing, where they are used to represent and manipulate signals. So here I am creating this signal, right? Now let's run this part and we'll see the result. So this is the signal generated representing in a complex plane. Okay, so this was a quick short video about complex number data type. Now there is a quick short question for you to check if you have understood this properly or not. And the question is this: how would you create a complex number with real part of 5 and an imaginary part of minus 3 in MATLAB? Your time starts now. Quickly go and write in comment section. So once you are done with this, let's say bye bye to complex number. And this complex number are really incredibly powerful for mathematical modeling and analysis, especially in areas where waveforms and oscillations are involved, right? So now we'll say bye bye to complex number and we'll meet into the next video where we are going to learn the structure and cell data type. So see you into the next video. Bye bye.